I love America. This country has given me so much throughout the years. I was born here and then I moved back here in 2019 to pursue my education. The country has given me so much and I am eternally grateful. But I am very angry today, and you might be wondering, why is he angry now? It's been 4 videos in a row of this guy just screaming at the camera. What is he angry about now? I am angry about taxes. Yes, the IRS. I am exposing the IRS today. That is, of course, a joke. Do not come after me. I am not hiding anything. The IRS is ruining my life, man. I don't know if you guys have been following my channel or if you're seeing this video for the first time, but throughout my channel, I've been talking about how I'm unemployed, how I'm a computer science major who has no job, who has no money, is broke, yada yada yada. However, I am technically now a contractor. I am self-employed. I work as a freelance software engineer for this company, and I have been making some decent money for the first time in my life. I have been making enough money to survive. It has been such a long time since I've made enough money just to survive month by month. But there is a big problem with this. What's the problem? The IRS is pulling my pants down and they're stealing my shit, bro. The IRS is coming after me, dude. I don't know what to do. I'm scared. I am afraid. Every time I check my bank account, a teardrop comes down from my eye. Now, why am I talking about this now? Have I just realized that taxes exist? No, I've known taxes existed for a very long time, but throughout my whole life, I have been an employee for certain companies. I've worked at Chuck E. Cheese, I've worked at Vans, I've worked at Macy's. Throughout those times, I have been technically an employee. And what does that mean when it comes to taxes, you might be wondering? Well, when you are self-employed, you have to pay a standard 15.3% tax rate over everything you do. Whatever money comes in as a self-employed person, your self-employed income is taxed 15.3%. Now, if it was just that in a vacuum, I wouldn't be pissed off. That kind of makes sense, okay? 15%, it makes a little bit of sense. But there is still federal income tax and state tax. And I live in motherfucking California, the land of dreams. So there are 3 different kinds of taxes that I have to end up paying. You have the 15.3% self-employment tax. You have about 12-ish% federal income tax, and you have about 5% in state tax. Now, what does that come out to? That comes out to fucking homelessness. That means I won't have enough money to launder my fucking underwear at the end of each week, okay? I'm about to go commando up in this bitch. Anyways, back on point. So what did that mean when I was an employee? Why didn't I notice this when I was an employee? Well, that 15.3% that I just talked about is usually split into 2 halves when you're an employee of a company, and the company takes care of one of those halves and gives you an option to withhold the other half from your paycheck. So let's say you get paid $700. The company is probably paying about 7.5% in taxes on whatever that is, and you have the option to withhold that from your paycheck, so at the end of the year, you don't get fucked in the ass by the IRS all at once. So instead of that 700, you're probably gonna get like, I don't know the math off the top of my head, let's just say 650. So you don't really notice it when you're an employee, because that 7.5%, you usually just don't notice it, because let's say you're making 700, you get 650, you're like, oh, that's my taxes taken care of. You don't really care about it. But when you are a self-employed person, 15.3% is a lot of fucking money. Why did I just notice this? Am I really that much of a dumbass? Well, yes, I am, but the other day in the office, I was hearing some of my managers, some of my coworkers talking about how they were having a tough time paying taxes, how they were using TurboTax, H&R Block, whatever the fuck these people are getting scammed by these days. And my dumbass decided, you know what, dude, this is a conversation that I need to have with ChatGPT. So I went over to ChatGPT and I was like, dude, this is how much I'm making month by month, week by week, whatever it is. And I was like, how much am I gonna end up paying in taxes? And ChatGPT gave me a number, okay? And I opened up my bank account, and coincidentally, the number I have to pay in taxes is the exact number on my fucking bank account balance. And I just freaked the fuck out. I was depressed, dude. I'm still depressed. I don't know how I'm gonna end up paying this shit at the end of the year, dude. That's so much money. I never really realized as a self-employed person, you have to end up paying that much money. And don't get me wrong, it's not like I'm swimming in money over here. It's not like I'm drowning in buckaroos, okay? I'm barely making above minimum wage just by a little bit. But because I'm self-employed, I have to end up paying so much in fucking taxes, I might as well go back to work at Macy's for minimum wage because I'm making the same amount of money almost, dude. I'm not making that much more, if any, dude. What the fuck is going on, dude? How are people like me supposed to live? Just because I'm self-employed, I have to pay a fucking shit ton of taxes like I'm making $1 million a fucking year over here? And it wouldn't bother me so much. And just a heads up here, this is gonna be a little sad. I was so excited to build my own PC, dude. I finally thought I had enough money to do it. I just did not expect I'd have to end up paying so much in taxes at the end of the year. So now the whole building PC thing, that was the last video I dropped. I was planning on building a PC, and now it just doesn't look like that's ever gonna be possible. I can actually show you guys my build before I leave this video off on such a sad note. Or, I mean, it's gonna be sad either way, right? But I might as well show you what could have been. All right, so this is what could have been possible if I didn't get absolutely fucked in the ass by the IRS, okay? I was planning on getting the AMD Ryzen 5 7600. I heard it's a very good CPU for the price. It's about 200 buckaroos. I got a Peerless Assassin CPU cooler. I just heard these are like the average. It's not like fancy or anything. It's not like liquid cooling or whatever the fuck. But it's gonna get the job done, right? And then we have the MSI Pro motherboard. I heard this one's very good. I mean, just fucking look at it. I mean, anything is better than what I have right now. So I was just like happy to have it. I'm like, dude, I don't care. This looks bad fucking ass. The aesthetic is pretty cool as well. I really like it. And then I just said I bought, bro. I didn't buy any of this shit. I'm never gonna buy any of this shit because I'll be unemployed for the rest of my life, dude. Oh my god. Anyways, what I was gonna buy was the Samsung 990, blah, blah, blah. All you care about here is that it says M2 and it's PCIe 5 and that it's 2 terabytes. So this is what I was gonna buy before the IRS came and fucking robbed my pants and just ran off. And when it came to the GPU, I'm honestly still undecided, or I was undecided again, because this is what could have been and not what will be. Thank you to the IRS again. I hate you with a passion, dude. The RX 7700 XT 12GB VRAM GPU. That's what I was gonna go with most likely, just because of the prices these days for the GPUs are just fucking insane. And this one right here just seemed to have such good performance. I think it performs a little bit better than the 4060 Ti, or not even a little bit. I think it performs a lot better than the 4060 Ti. The 4060 Ti also only has 8 gigabytes of VRAM. This one has 12 gigabytes. I know the 4060 Ti has another version that has 12 gigabytes of VRAM, but the performance is not different at all. So I just treat it as an 8 gigabyte VRAM card. I know there's a lot of technical talk for you guys, so I don't mind if you guys just clicked off the video, okay? Anyways, for the case, also still undecided. I just thought that this one right here looks pretty cool. Like the aesthetic is pretty nice. I don't know if it comes with the fans or I have to install the fans, but either way, I just thought it looked very nice. And for the power supply, I just chose a 750 watt power supply. I just feel like this is gonna stay with me for a very long time. I don't need a 750 watt power supply. It's modular as well, which is nice, but I'm never gonna need this much wattage. I just feel like for the future, if I do end up not being broke for the rest of my life, having this is a good idea right now, especially because it's only like 40 bucks more for like 200 extra watts. And I don't really see myself buying a 5090, which consumes like 1,000 fucking watts anytime soon. So I think this is going to be good. When it comes to an operating system, I already have Windows on an SSD, so that's fine. Monitor, I already have a monitor. Yada, yada, yada. Anyways, the total price was coming out at $1,255. Now with taxes, that's going to come out to about like 1,400-ish. But of course, it's not gonna happen anytime soon because the IRS fucked me in the ass, as I said multiple times. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave a sub if you guys really want to. I really appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys next time.